Hi everyone. I was going to say good evening. It's good morning now. Here we go. Yeah, good morning. Late one for me tonight. In a nutshell, got a job last minute. Um, the bus driver, he's doing a job at the same time, so I'm like, I'm going to do it myself. Anyway, I've had a lot of questions asking how much I earn doing what I do. It's a tough one because, for the start, I'm not going to divulge into my finances. It's something that I'm not willing to do. But do you want to know how good I'm doing? If I'm doing great or I'm doing okay. I do okay. I don't earn like mega bucks. It's one of them. I'm not making enough where I can afford to stop working. Another question which I always get is it worth doing what I do? And the honest answer is no, it's not. People might think it's an easy thing to do, go out, get flyers, go post them, word of mouth on social media, all this and that, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It doesn't work like that. Fair enough, I've got a little set of regulars and stuff like that. I do okay for work, but the thing is, I've got other drivers now that subcontract themselves to me, and I've got to try and get them work as well. And then where do they come to when they've got problems? Me, if their passenger's late, who do they moan at? Me. Who's got to do all the chasing around? Me. It's like, I'm not saying they're incompetent. I'm not saying that for a second. A lot of the drivers have got really on the ball, but it's just, how to put it, a bit more initiative wouldn't go amiss. Now, I started this 2 years ago. Not even. Bloody hell, I've only been doing this a year in February, so I've been doing this like a year and a half now. And it's one of them. Who told me what to do when I started? Nobody. Everything I've learned to do, I use my own initiative to do it. One thing I don't like doing is bothering the person that's giving me the work, but in this situation where a lot of my work, yet they've got to contact me, they've got to tell me what's happened and stuff like that. I'm slowly letting them just say I've got a contact. I'm giving them the information so they can contact the person who gives us the jobs in the first place. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them, they'll contact the customer and all this, but it's just that tiny bit. I'm fed up of getting woken up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, but it's something I'm going to get for a long time. It'll get better. It's once drivers get used to it and they learn to stand on their own 2 feet. Once again, I've got plenty of drivers there that are great, they're fantastic. They don't even bother me anymore. They just get on with it, and they know what to do, when to do. When to go to the airport, when to go into the terminal, because I'd say about 90% of my jobs are meet and greet, because I always throw that out. Me personally, I feel meet and greet is much easier, not just for the passenger but for the driver, because they can go in, get the customer, grab the case, come on, let's go. It's another thing. What's killing me at the moment is airport fees. Since Manchester started charging, this is why I done the meet and greet thing, because they've got to pay for the car park anyway, so they might as well go in and get the passenger because they've got to go in anyway. But it's one of them. It's hard to pass that savings, that cost onto the customer. You can a tiny bit, but it is hard because you start complaining and stuff like that. So I don't take, like, originally what I was going to do is take 10%. I never take 10% off the drivers because I wouldn't feel right taking, leaving the driver with little more. Every airport run, I try to give them a minimum of 43 quid. I'd never go below that. Even today, I got one of my mates to do a bus job for me. He's on the books and all that, but he doesn't really. He does his own thing most of the time. But I needed his help today. It was to Manchester City Centre, back to Liverpool. Unfortunately enough, someone had booked it. I don't know how they'd done it, but they got the job for, I think, 53 quid. You know, when you top the mileage up, it works out fine because you haven't got the airport charges on top of that. But I rounded it off to 55 to him because it's one of them things. It's one of them as well. Manchester's a pain in the backside at the moment. But anyway, back to where I was. Is it easy doing what I do? No, not at all. It's a lot of babysitting and hand-holding, which is not always good. Would I go back to working full-time for a company? No, I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. I've had that freedom of being self-employed and doing what I want to do when I want to do it. Would I like to take on more drivers? Yes, without a doubt I'd like to take on more drivers, but will I? No. I'm happy with the amount of work we're getting. I'd like a bit more, but not too much more, because with more driver comes more responsibility, and I'm just not up there yet to take a member of staff on to work in the office, so 12-hour shifts a piece or anything like that. So I feel easier most of the time dealing it with myself. I'm in a lucky situation. A lot of my business is, I'd say about 97% is all online. So no phone calls, so I don't have to be in the office all the time. So when someone phones, I've got to be typing it up, because it all comes through on emails and social media and through the website itself. It just automatically updates into the diary, apart from the social media. That gets done manually, but it's a simple paste of copy and paste all the information. It takes seconds. Is it stressful? Yes, it really is. It's not just stressful for me, it's stressful for my girlfriend as well, because she's comes home from work, she sorts a spreadsheet out, make sure all the drivers' wages are correct on the spreadsheet. So when it comes to payday, it's a simple doing spreadsheet shit. I don't know. I don't do that stuff. And then she just tells me how much, and then sit there, transfer it all, bish bash bosh. It's done. Is it hard keeping track of the money? No, it's not hard for me because I don't do it. Is it hard for her? I don't think it is, because, like I said, she puts she enters it all on the spreadsheet. And like I said, I don't know much about spreadsheets, but she's able to sort it out from there. Is it hard to pay so many people? No, not really, because most of the accounts I get paid on a Thursday. I've sorted it out with my car payments as well. They come in on a Thursday. So I try to do it Thursday in the night time when I come home. So I'll do that then, even though the payday's not till Friday, but I'll always try to do it. Don't get me wrong, there are occasions now where there might be a late payment due to me and her not being in the same place at the same time. Like this weekend, she's had a lot on, she's been working away, so I had to wait for her to come back, because I couldn't start to tell you how to use that spreadsheet and organise payments. But people say, if you could go back in time, would you do this again? I probably would. It's I enjoy doing this, sort of. I'd enjoy it more if it were attached to my finances. So if we could do it just for fun and not, like, am I going to make money this week? Yeah, I'd well love that. But it's a stepping stone for me. I have got other things in the pipeline, which I'm not going to share yet. I'm not at that position where I can get on with it, so it's going to take a couple of more weeks, could take months, so I'm not ready there. And what are my outgoings like? My outgoings, you wouldn't believe it, they're quite expensive. So I've got an office, that's like 350 quid a month, and then you've got certain things you do. You subscribe to like account services for jobs as well, which you've got to pay. That's like another £400 a month. What else have I got? Like insurance as well for my office. I've got the insurance for that. I've got all sorts. Even the software I've got, I don't pay monthly for that. I paid a one-off fee. I don't like it. I want something different. I want like excuse me. Yeah, I want a different type of software. I can't even think of the name of it now. But yeah, you know, like one where you pay monthly or pay for each driver. Something a bit better. I think it'd help me out loads and it'd save a lot of time. Could I do this forever? That's another question. No, I couldn't. The reason I couldn't do this job forever is the money's not there. From when I started to where I am now, you can slowly see the money going down, and then you see the amount of drivers going right up. It's amazing how many more drivers have started since I've started. It's unreal. Especially when you go to like Liverpool City Centre or Manchester Airport, Manchester City Centre, and you just see the amount of people there in taxis, and it's like, I don't think it's doubled in the past 18 months, but bloody hell, it has increased loads. So it's watering the market down, so it's harder to get jobs. There's people doing jobs for peanuts, absolute peanuts. There's people doing the airport runs from Liverpool to Manchester Airport for £36. And for crying out loud, I hope you've got loads of jobs to do in a day, because if you're doing it that cheap, you need to have quantity. It's another, but then it's quantity over quality. And this is what customers find. I never get bad complaints. Never, ever, 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 ever. Because I always try to be 100% professional, because it works in my favour. And I say this to my drivers, it works in their favour as well. Because if we're getting repeat customers, what I try to do is, so if all my drivers card customers, and if they come back to us, I give it to the driver that carded them, that had them originally. The drivers are made up, and then they're working harder to try and get that repeat customer, because it fills their pockets up in the end. And now another one is, what's next for me? It's there, it's in the pipeline. I'm going to come out with it very, very shortly, but not yet. It's not that I don't have faith in it. I just haven't got the resources together to get it done. But I'm still going to be doing this, don't get me wrong. In this other venture, I'm going to have someone else sorting it. And I'm still going to be doing this. But anyway, this will all come clearer, and I'm going to, as soon as it all gets going, I'll let you all know. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry for taking 14 minutes of your life, but when I'm in the office next, I'll do a quick video of the office. I don't think any of you have ever seen the office before. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what I do, please give us a thumbs up. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you all shortly. Bye.